When my father, Zecher Tzadik V'Kadosh L'Vracha, founded the first community kollel, the idea of community kollel was unknown. And there was no concept that there would be people in communities bringing Torah to the midst of local Jewish communities. I find it astounding that a small group of Jungelite can move into a community such as North Miami Beach and be so embraced by the community. These Jungelite, beautiful Talmidei Chachamim, and their families have become part and parcel of North Miami Beach.
And the actual members of the Kollel are an anchor for true Torah lifestyle within our community and serve as an example for many of us as to how important a Torah family lifestyle is and how important learning Torah is.
Having the Kollel here in North Miami Beach has been incredible for the community and provided a source of direction for everybody here in the community.
The Kollel always wanted its own place.
The completion of the Kollel building is not just the culmination of a long process, a difficult process, and a time-consuming process, but on many levels, it's a dream come true.
When Eli Deutsch first called about Dr. Sandler's house, we always dreamt about having a building, but the fact that it actually might even happen was something beyond our wildest dreams.
A very crucial factor was finding a good location for this. We have to find a central location that we can afford. Till this location came up, out of nowhere, we kind of have given up hopes.
And when Rabbi Blejer and Rabbi Singer began the process, finding a building, they would call me up and they'd say, how in the world are we going to raise the money for such a building? How are we going to get zoning approvals? How are we going to find the property? How are we going to rally people around it? That's yesh me'ayin. They encountered tremendous difficulties all along the way. Torah niknas b'yisurim, but then HaKadosh Baruch Hu gives siyata d'shmaya.
Only afterwards did I realize from experts that didn't want to discourage us, that they really did not think it was something that was going to be approved, and we should not take it for granted that it always does get approved.
If I had known from the beginning how much it was going to cost and how much money we were going to have to raise, this project never would have started to begin with.
The tremendous outpouring of support and encouragement we've received from the community and so many others for this project really helped us continue, not give up, and see it through to the end.
Even after getting a house, putting a contract on a house, who in their right mind would wait for such a long time for us to get the zoning?
Eli Deutsch and I were sitting around talking, and he suggested, why don't you sell it to the Kollel? And that's, the light bulb went on. And I guess our great contribution to the Kollel was we provided them the time they needed.
Zoning was totally not allowed. A Kollel is not allowed. We had to go for a conditional approval, and we had to go in front of a planning and development board. The actual board made a recommendation of denial.
It would take a zoning variance which I thought was an impossibility. A miracle happened, and the zoning variance was approved.
Councilwoman Stroker, 4. Motion passes 5-0.
I gotta give a lot of yasher koach to the entire community. They all showed up in hordes to this meeting to show how important the Kollel was to them. The board members that make the final decision were so impressed with the total attitude of the community with little or no resistance, and was approved.
It was nothing short of a miracle.
It was a totally moving event. The achdus, the unity of so many people, 300 people were there, ready to stand up for the Kollel and to give their vote that we should get the zoning. And there was not one person that was there that came out against it.
The siyat d'shmaya that we had in getting Ephraim Katz on board to be able to lead us and really direct us and take charge of this project was another level of tremendous siyat d'shmaya.
And Mr. Litowich, who is expertise in building and in contracting, without that would never have happened either.
The results of it looking so easy was because of what Ephraim did. And he had the skills in real estate and business and law, and he just put them together. Plus, he was just so committed that the Kollel, the building is finished largely because of him. And what Ephraim Katz didn't do, Yosef Litowich did, because he supervised a lot of it and he made sure the construction was done right.
When the Kollel finds itself in the center of the community, that will have a ripple effect throughout all the communities in South Florida.
It's really a traveling Kollel. It's based in North Miami Beach, but every night and every morning, weekends, whatever it is, this shiurim going on with the rabbis of the Kollel that I personally know, that are traveling from city to city and doing what they need to do to help Jews in South Florida preserve their Jewish identity. The only way we as a people have been together for thousands of years has been through Torah and Torah observance.
Even though it's a North Miami Beach community Kollel, but not just in North Miami Beach, but in Aventura, in Hollywood, and Highland Lakes, really going out there and giving shiurim to Balabatim there, getting them involved, getting them learning. But really that's the goal of the Kollel. And having a new building really will allow them to really facilitate this goal and grow and hopefully reach more and more people where there's a home that they're able to call their own.
And they really have a profound effect on my life and my family's life. My kids see every morning, Rabbi Singer comes and sits with me and we learn for an hour every morning. It's very important for my kids to see that. Just that alone, forget about what other, effects it has had on my life. Just that alone is worth everything to us.
It's incredibly important for our children to see a place like the Kollel in the community where even though they have exposure to the Rebbeim in school and in yeshiva and they see the Rav of their shul, but they don't see somebody who's sitting and who's really learning Torah all day long.
There are not too many cities in the world that have a full-time Kollel and their own building, and I would encourage everybody to take part in helping build this beautiful Makom Torah.
Once the Kollel opens, I look forward to spending a lot of time there.
This organization is the most important organization in my eyes to support. The real obligation is to support an institution in our backyard that does the work that we need it to do for our children.
I highly encourage anybody who's able to really help the Kollel in any way that you can.
And people shouldn't take it for granted. They should come there, they should learn there, they should bring other people to learn there, and they should support the Kollel.
building is a small step among many in the development of North Miami Beach as it grows la'ela ula'ela.
We will soon celebrate the second Chanukah Sabayis of the new and bigger Kollel.
And my bracha is, you should outgrow this building fast.